Hello friends, this is a quick video to show you how to find the equation for a slant asymptote. As we discussed in earlier classes, you can have vertical asymptotes or horizontal asymptotes. And these are lines on a graph that the equation for a rational function will get very close to but not actually touch. So we've already talked about the vertical and horizontal. We can also have a slant asymptote. And that will occur if the degree of the numerator is exactly one more than the degree of the denominator. Since the degree of this example is 2 and the degree of this one is 1, I can have a slant asymptote. To find the equation, you're simply going to divide the denominator into the numerator, and the quotient part, excluding the remainder, will be the equation for the slant asymptote. So let's look at an example. In this set of equations, we're going to be asked to do 4 different things. State the domain of the function. So I have 2 restrictions I'm looking for. Is there a square root with a variable that could possibly be less than 0? No. But we do have a fraction, and we know we can't divide by 0. So the first thing I say is that I cannot have this whole denominator, 2x squared minus 8, equal to 0. Solving that, I find that x cannot equal plus or minus 2. A good strategy for any of these rational functions is to graph, and that's what I did. And when I graphed, I can see that I have vertical asymptotes at plus and minus 2. Part B says find all the intercepts. To find all the intercepts, I would set y equal to 0 and solve for x, and I would get 0 and 0. And if I put a 0 in for x and solve for y, I also got that y is 0. So I'm going to have one intercept, and you can see it right there. There's one x-intercept and one y-intercept, and they're both at the origin. So part C is sort of the point of the video. How do I find the equation for the slant asymptote? This one, because number 58 has a third degree polynomial on the top and a second degree on the bottom, I'm going to have to do polynomial long division, which I've done here. And I got a quotient of 1/2 x plus 0, remainder of 4x. So this is the part that I am most interested in. This will be the equation. Y equals 1/2 x will be the equation for the slant asymptote. So on my calculator, I can go in here and add a function. And this will be 1/2. So I'm just going to put in 0.5 and 0. I hit enter, and there it is. That's my slant asymptote. Part D of this problem says to plot any additional solution points as needed. So since I've graphed this on the graphing calculator, I am not going to need to plot any points. But if I wanted to find them for the purpose of doing a graph by hand, I could always just add this handy table, and this would give me any additional points that I might find useful in graphing.